Next, we'll join the squares together. Arrange the sunflower granny squares and solid color granny squares in an alternating pattern. With a total of 6 pairs. To join them, using light yellow yarn, align the stitches of 2 squares and work slip stitches through the inner loops only. Each stitch forms a V shape, and we'll be working into the inner loop of each V. Start at the left corner chain stitch of the granny square, with the yarn placed on the back of the squares. Insert the hook into the inner loop of the stitch closest to you, then into the inner loop of the stitch on the square farther away. Yarn over, pull through both loops. Then yarn over again, and pull through to complete the first slip stitch. I'll show you how to continue joining, inserting the hook through both squares. Yarning over, and pulling through. This completes the slip stitch. Let's do a few more. And then you can continue on your own. Once you reach the first chain stitch at the corner, this group is complete. Next, join the second pair of squares in the same way. Starting at the left corner chain stitch. Follow the same steps as demonstrated. And continue with the remaining 4 pairs in the same manner. Once all squares are joined, pull the loop through, cut the yarn, this completes the joining. You'll need to make 4 groups of 6 squares each in this arrangement. Use the same method to complete the rest on your own. And tuck in the excess yarn tail. Next, we'll join these 4 assembled groups together in pairs, making sure to offset the 2 types of squares. I'll demonstrate how to do this. Using light yellow yarn, start at the left corner chain stitch of the squares, inserting the hook. Yarn over, pull through, then yarn over again, and pull through to complete the stitch. Continue slip stitching through the inner loops as before. I'll show you a few stitches here. And you can complete the rest in the same manner. When you reach the end, pull the loop through and cut the yarn. Repeat the same process to join the remaining groups together. Next, we'll join the vertical strips of squares together in pairs using the same slip stitch method. To make it easier to work, retape the pieces as you join them. Pass one end of the light yellow yarn through the underside of the squares, keeping it on the back of the work. Slip stitch as before. I'll demonstrate a few groups here. and you can complete the rest on your own. Once you've finished joining, pull the yarn through from below. And continue pulling through the next gap. Preparing for the next set of slip stitches. I'll show you a few more stitches. And then you can complete the rest in the same manner. After joining all the sections, pull the loop through and cut the yarn, which completes the assembly.